folks Chehojifkados and Mojinita Hadamnita Hilos and Bumpala. And today is Tuesday, Monkey. I said monkey. Monday in Hayatki. Dos one. Today at 11 o'clock, as usual on Tuesdays, is the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma radio program. I'm going to be your host today, solo flying, and we're going to be talking about the happenings, the whatnots, the ins and outs, the things that goes on the Seminole Nation reservation. And we do have some guests in the studio today, but I'm going to kind of get right through it today since I know you don't want me to. I got some feedback on talking to myself the other day, so I'm not going to do that today, are you, Jeremy? No, I'm not. And so. But yeah, and so we'll kind of get right into it. We usually start off by going over what happened this weekend, and there were some good things that happened this weekend. And if you subscribe to the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma community and events Facebook page, then you'll be able to see all the flyers that goes on throughout the reservation, and then some, because there's some taco sales, some fundraisers that go on there. And so if you're ever trying to get the word out for like your garage sale, taco sale, meat pie sale, if your groups have an event to raise funds like a grocery bingo, anything like that, send those
Whether you're
to
in
the
your car, at
Seminole
work,
Media
or hanging around
at
the house, we
gmail.com
play today's
email,
best country.
because those will
97.
get added to the Facebook page for the community and events. And so um, let's get right into the church meetings for this week. This weekend is March 30th, and if my cheat sheet is correct, that means that probably these churches will be having their 8th Sunday this Sunday, their church meetings. And so, like we always say, if you plan on visiting some of these churches, make sure you give them a call, because sometimes in the afternoon, other churches go and fellowship with other churches too. And so I want to make sure that they're there that afternoon. And so the churches that we have having their church meetings is Artisy, Beaver, BMO, Bird Creek, Buckeye Creek, Community IBC, Deep Fork Columbia, Hickory Ground number 2, Little Casita, Miccosukee, Miller Creek number 2, Montezuma, Ofuxkee, Pecan Grove, Sand Creek, Eufaula, Tomajesi, and then Wetumpka. And Easter's kind of coming up in about a month or so, maybe a few weeks. And so, also Rock Spring. I always forget Rock Spring. I've got them listed here on a separate part of the paper, and I always forget them. But they're also having their church meeting as well. And then every week we talk about the ones who have started their journey, and we want to keep those members of the community in your thoughts and in your prayers as they navigate life without their loved ones. And so at this time, we're going to go ahead and pause for a moment of silence. All right, Mado and Mado. And so, as we get into the agenda of the radio show, our rundown, we usually start with the government side of things. And so, the Ocheezy Band will be meeting on Tuesday, March 25th at the North Community Building, which is today at 6:30 p.m. Please bring a food item to share with the group before the meeting. You can email ocheesyband.seminole@gmail.com for the link to the virtual meeting if you are unable to attend. And then also from the Boys and Girls Club, Native Students Scholarship Eligibility apply today. You've got to be enrolled in a respective tribe, either federally recognized, submit a copy of enrollment, but you can apply to have some scholarships through the Boys and Girls Club. And you can go on to the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma Facebook page and find the flyer for that. And scholarship applications are open until May 31st. And so make sure you guys check that out. And then also from the diabetes program, Power Hour is still going on. The best hour on Tuesdays and Thursdays, or actually every Thursday, up until April 24th. So you have a little over a month, or about a month left to participate, and those are from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. on Thursday night only at the Miccosukee Mission Gym. You can register at the Jafigny Wellness Center or via email at harjo.k or scott.l at sno-nsn.gov. And then also from the diabetes program, if power hour is not really your thing and you're looking to sit down and work out, you can do it with chair aerobics. You can join their classes now, register the day of, or at the Jafigny Wellness Center. But those are every Tuesday and Thursdays from 10 a.m. to 11. Or if you want to give them a call, 405 652 1167. Again, that's 405 652 1167. And chair aerobics takes place in Wewoka at New Life Church, again, every Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then, if you have an interesting story that you'd like to tell, an accomplishment, or local tribal business shout out for the Choga Delumi, or the Seminole Nation Radio, you can email seminolemedia@gmail.com for consideration in the next community spotlight. Communications always putting out things, and like I mentioned, if you have flyers for fundraisers, anything that you want to get out into the community, you can email them at that same email address, and they'll get it onto the Facebook page and of the Community and Events Facebook page. And then from Food and Nutrition Cooking Demonstration Tuesday, April 8th, from 1 p.m., led by Kenan Springer and Tiffany Grant. For more information, call 405-257-7236. And today, or I say today, I'm getting hungry already, Joe. But on Tuesday, April 8th, they'll be having tomato turkey egg bites. And they look pretty delish. And so if you're looking to step up your food game, your appetizers, or your, what's the foods that you serve? The appetizers, or those little foods people give out, those hand foods, finger food game, and you want to add the tomato turkey egg bites, go April 8th on Tuesday to the Food Distribution Program Kitchen at 1 p.m. and learn how to get it done. They look pretty good. All right, and then also last month on February 21st, the Seminole Nation Food and Nutrition Services held a retirement luncheon celebration for Robert Pascal. Mr. Pascal had worked for the Seminole Nation Food and Nutrition Services for more than 8 years, and Rex Haley and his staff gifted Mr. Pascal with his favorite team memorabilia. And he said, "I love you all," as Robert and everyone wished him a happy retirement. Jihi Jothley's Robert Pascal. All right, and then also from the higher ed program, Seminole Nation of Oklahoma Higher Ed, the 2025 Spring Scholarship application is still available. For more information, call Dana at 405-241-6801 if you want to go visit her in person. You can do so if you go to 630 North Main Street, Seminole, Oklahoma, 74868. And if you want to know where that's at, it's just south of the Pink Laundry in Seminole, Oklahoma. Or you can also go to the website, which is www.sno-nsn.gov. Also, Bo, do you happen to have some good thought-provoking music? Because I did get an interesting note from the Historic Preservation Office today, and I don't have no one to look at, so I'm going to say, Jobo, I'm going to look at y'all today. Did you know on March 21st of 1840, a group of 220 captive Tallahassee band members of Seminoles are sent from Egmont Key, Florida, and arrived in Indian Territory on April 19th by ways of the Arkansas River. And that brought to you by the Historic Preservation Office of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma. So, Mado, I know they all listen listen loyally over there at the HPO office. So, Mado, and keep listening. All right, and then also from the Seminole Nation Honor Guard, their annual powwow's coming up on Saturday, April 5th at the Miccosukee Mission Arena in Seminole, Oklahoma. The staff, MC R.G. Harris, and the arena director, Randy Frazier, schedules gourd dance at 1 p.m., supper at 5, gourd dancing from 6 to 7, and then grand entry from 7. And it looks like it's going to last till 11 o'clock that night. And so the honored veterans are Charlie Hill and Nate Hill. Contest in men and women's categories will have first, second, and third place prizes. If anyone wants to sponsor a category, please contact the Seminole Nation Honor Guard. And for more information, you can contact Commander Rex Haley, 405-220-5342, Vice Commander Philip Kuhn, 918-758-8248, or Alex Fish at 405-432-7858. All right. And then also for the language program, Benayet's G'day Nawat Unweekus. We are still always looking for any elders out there that speak the language that want to help, and anything. If you want to get out of the house, give us a call. We might have something for you. 405-562-5567. Again, that's 405-562-5567. The language program has a lot going on with their adult immersion programs, translation, curriculum building, everything that we're doing over there at Pumahaga. And so if you want to get out and help, you don't have to be around that many people out there because we're kind of a small group. And so we always can find things to keep you busy if you want. And so again, 405-562-5567, or email language at sno-nsn.gov. And also, the adult immersion program is still looking for one spot. Applications have been received, and we're going to start interviewing soon. And so, if you submitted an application, don't worry, we're still collecting those, and then we'll be giving people call here within the next few days. And then also the Seminole Nation Royalty Princess Closet is still looking for dresses and patchwork skirts, ribbon skirts, or materials in all shapes and sizes to be added to the closet. And so if you'd like to help out, contact Jessica Helms at 405-683-0033. And they're also having a golf tournament coming up April the 11th, a 4-person scramble at the Jimmy Austin Golf Course. And so if you want to participate in that, contact Alyssa at 405-584-8857. And then also the Older American program still handing out meals from 11 to 12:30 every day, Monday through Friday. And individuals 54 and under can still purchase meal trays for $7 cash only. If you're trying to get out there today, they're having lasagna, tomorrow catfish nuggets, Thursday meatloaf, and Friday tuna. So sounds pretty delish. And then also from tribal enrollment, the office is offering replacement cards for minors at no charge from now until March 31st. And so photos have always been allowed but optional. Now is a good time to get cards updated and include a photo. And so you can call 405-257-7244 for more details. And then also the Seminole Nation Veteran Services come meet with different agencies to find out about eligible programs. And so if you have any questions, you can contact Mitchell Hill. This is going to take place March 28th from 9 to 3 at the Veterans Building at the beautiful Miccosukee Mission grounds. Mitchell Hill's phone number, 918-438-4601. And then also from the Community and Events Facebook page, Robert M. Kerr and Agricultural Products Center in Osage Nation, Oklahoma Meat Mastery Training is taking place. So if you're interested, looks like that's going to be held at OSU. You can contact Ravi Jadija Almost sounds like a Seminole word, Jadija. But yep. And then also we want to say congratulations to the 2025 Coach of the Year, Tim Gentry from Earlsboro. Congratulations, Coach Gentry, on a heck of a year. Um, kind of came short in area, but they've got a young team out there from when we introduced or when we interviewed Coach a couple weeks ago. So look forward to plenty coming out of Earlsboro. And then also Seminole Creek language class tonight at the Miccosukee Mission from 6 to 9 p.m. Italian night potluck dinner and some Muskogee hymns going on. And then, if you're looking to have some good food, there's some wild onion dinners. Now's the time. We're right in the thick of it. But over at the Seminole Hejiti Church off of 11450 North 361st Road in Seminole, Oklahoma, they're having the wild onion dinner. And now this is the kind that I like because you pay $17 and it's all you can eat. So if you only like the salt meat, you could go back and get salt meat. If you want more dafumbaji, go get more dafumbaji. Doc Leggy, George Nowat, you could go back and get Doc Leggy or bread. And so all that's out there, eggs and onions, beans and rice, chicken and dumplings, softgi, chedahaga, desserts and tea. It's going to be a good one. Again, that's going to be this weekend, March 29th at 11 a.m. And they're going to serve till they run out. And I would get there early because I've been hearing all these wild onion dinners have been selling out, and and it's all you can eat. So go eat, you know. And then also a fundraiser basketball tournament March 29th and 30th going on this weekend as well. The deadline to get your team in will be the 27th. And they're going to have a third and fourth team, fifth and sixth bracket, seventh and eighth. Entry fee is $125. There's also a high school boys and girls entry fee of $150. The first four in the division will make rings for the first and medals for second. This is taking place at the Miccosukee Gym. Call 918-888-5903, and you must pay your entry fee before the first game. And then if you're looking for some tacos, the Varnum Athletic Booster Club is selling some Indian tacos at the Seminole Masonic Lodge on April 4th from 11 to 2, $10 per ticket. And the ticket gets you a taco, a drink, and some cookies. And so they'll also have delivery available when you order four or more. If you want to order a ticket, you can get it at 405-343-3944. All right, and then we do have some guests on with us today, all the way from the beautiful Miccosukee Mission campus, just south of Seminole. We have workforce or job placement and training. Emma Wesley Emma Wesley Harjo and Deidre Larney. Welcome to the show.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, y'all want to talk into that microphone. That's how they'll be able to hear you. The Seminole Nation radio program has established about 1.5 million loyal listeners, and so when your voice goes out through here, there'll be about 1 million people hearing everything. DJ's backing up, y'all, and they're also on the web right now. But y'all have a career resource fair coming up, and y'all want to talk about that?
Sure.
Or actually, tell a little bit about yourselves first, and then we'll talk about the resource fair.
So my name is Emma Wesley Harjo, and I'm the Director for Job Placement and Training. I've been with Job Placement and Training for probably a little over 6 years. I used to be the Director for the WIOA program. The last time I was here on this program was 7 years ago. And so we're here talking today about our Career Resource Fair. And I'd like to introduce our counselor. She's our education and employment counselor, Deidre Larney, and I'm going to let her go ahead and talk about it and tell who all's going to be at this resource fair. But before that, she can tell you a little bit about herself.
To the millions.
To the millions out there. Hello. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Hi. My name is Deidre Larney. I grew up in Seminole. I've been working with the tribe for almost 2 years now. This is my first time working with the tribe, so I'm learning a lot. Um, let's see.
Where are you from?
I grew up in Seminole. I grew up around the Strother area, so I went to school at Strother. Um, and then I kind of left, went to Fayetteville, Arkansas, and was there for 12 years.
Woo pig.
And I came back because I was missing my family, missing out on the kids growing up and everything. So moved back home, and it's just it's great now that I'm back home. So I got to spread my wings out, and now I'm back. So
So we see in the emails that we usually get, you guys are doing a lot over there. Coming up, you have a career resource fair. Tell us a little bit about that.
So, for the Career Resource Fair, it's going to be April 1st. It's going to be at the OAP building from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. So, hopefully, we'll get the people that are working, 8 to 5, 8 to 4, whatever. They can come down and see what we have. So, we'll have our vocational training representatives there. So, that's Pontotoc, that's Wes Watkins, and Gordon Cooper. We also will have, his name is Mark Harjo, or it could be a representative from there, but Muskogee Creek Rehabilitation, or no, not rehabilitation, reintegration. Yeah, reintegration program. He'll be down there to give out more information about that. They do lineman work there, so it's a good program that we like for our people to participate in too. So if they're interested in lineman programs or anything like that. And then also, we'll have NACOA. NACOA, that's a Native, oh, I'm sorry, National Indian Council of Aging. So I feel like that's a good resource for anybody that's 55 and over that wants to go back into the workforce, just, for a little bit of, I guess, to do time. Not to do time. I said do time.
It might feel like that sometime.
I know. But, to like, if they have a lot of free time and they're like, I don't want to be at home all the time, or, I need to make a little bit of extra money, but I don't know where to go. So this NACOA, the representative will be out there to give them more information about that. And then we'll have Sooner Care. They have a tribal outreach program. So they'll be out there to talk about, I guess insurance stuff, for people. And then also we will have Indian Health Service will be out there, or I'm sorry, I should say our Seminole Nation Resources, which will be Human Resources, will be out there, Housing Authority, Childcare, ICW, and of course I'll be out there to give more information about our program with applications. And then we'll have also we'll have room for vendors. So vendors are welcome if they want to come out there. Just give me a call, and then I can reserve a table for them for that day. And then we have a spin the wheel thing, like a spin the wheel game. Um, so we'll have that for prizes. That's pretty fun. We did that for Seminole Nation Days. We had a line for that.
Well,
So we'll do that.
anyone likes to spin the wheel,
I
though.
know it was fun. It
If I
was
see a
fun.
wheel, I know if I see a wheel, I try to get in line for that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. So, um, but that's all that I'm sorry. I got one more thing. This has nothing to do with the career fair, but we are offering Word Level 1 class April 2nd, and then we're doing Excel 1 class April 25th. And this is open to the public. Anybody that's enrolled in a federally recognized tribe, they can come to come to the classes, and it's from 8 to 5 at the Gordon Cooper Seminole campus. We will provide gas vouchers after the class is over. So if they have any questions, just give me a call, and then I can let them know. I'll give them more information.
What was the dates on the Word and Excel
Um,
classes?
the Word is April 2nd, and then Excel 1 is April 25th.
Okay. Do you know about how long those classes
It's
run?
from 8 to 5.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good
it's
deal.
a full day.
And so let's talk a little bit about the resource fair. Who would benefit to come to that?
So it would be beneficial for people, for adults that are thinking, maybe I want to go to training. I just don't know what to do, where to go. That's why we have the vocational training or vocational VOTEC schools coming out to give them more information about the adult full time programs and what they have to offer. I do know that Gordon Cooper did tell me that it's probably best to go ahead and enroll now and look to see what you have, because they said that you're kind of competing with the high school seniors,
Oh,
because
okay.
they get their applications in and everything. So it'd be nice, it'd be great for them to go ahead and start looking around and trying to apply for a full time program there. So
If anyone had any questions on the resource fair or if they wanted to set up a vendor spot, what's the phone number?
the phone number, it's 405-652-0195.
And I know you guys always have some good benefits. So, like if someone was starting a job, like you was mentioning,
Mm-hmm.
and there's some assistance that can come from the
Mm-hmm.
program to help people try to make that next check or that first check, and you
Mm-hmm.
can help out with some clothing
Yes,
uniforms
we would
too,
help
right?
with that. Yeah, we'd help with their work clothes. We'd help with the gas voucher. But with the gas voucher, we'd have to have a current insurance on the car and the tag number. And then we'll also supply or offer a support check before your first full paycheck. So, because sometimes
Well,
the,
for training, they'll have a monthly stipend.
yeah. And then, yeah, because for direct employment, that's our direct employment program. Sometimes your check doesn't come in till like 3 weeks later, your first
Yeah,
full paycheck. So that helps a lot.
good deal.
And then the vocational training, we help with CDL. Anybody that wants to go to CDL training, we work with Central Tech and Drumright. They have housing there for them, so we would help with that. They do get a biweekly stipend while they're there. So, and I say it's based on head of household plus your dependents on how much the amount will be. But we'll also help with the gas voucher as well. And if they need clothes for school, like scrubs or jeans, so we would help them with that.
And so between the CDL, I've heard, I've had some friends go through like the lineman school
Mm-hmm.
for the fiber optic, and
Mm-hmm.
now you're talking CDL.
Yes.
Some really good programs if anyone wanted a career change or
Mm-hmm.
to pick up a career. Um, you see
Yes.
fiber optic and cable going everywhere these
Yes.
days, and
And
so.
then I know Canadian Valley, they're looking for, linemen
Mhm.
there, but they also benefit if they have a CDL license.
Oh,
So yeah, so
so they can
that's
drive the big trucks. Yep.
exactly, yes. Yes. And I know Gordon Cooper offers that. They do their interviews for that. They start, I think, in September accepting applications. Or no, it was in January. I'm sorry. They accept in January applications, and they start doing interviews in April. And then school does not start until September for that program. And that program for Gordon Cooper is lineman and CDL combined.
Oh, nice. All right. What else y'all got going on?
Oh my goodness. Uh
For the summer youth.
oh, summer youth. I'm gonna let Emma talk about
Okay,
that for
sure.
summer youth.
Summer Youth Program, we've been in partnership with them, with the Citizen Potawatomi Nation for 6 years. So right now, they're going to be at the Career Resource Fair, and they're going to be taking applications. So if you have anyone that's interested, that's in used to be the age used to be 14 to 20. I'll say 24. But usually we're looking at kids in high school. If you want a summer job, then you need to come to the resource fair, and you can talk to the counselors there from CPN, and they can get you started because it's a little process. It's kind of like our process. I believe you just have to have your ID and social security, tribal ID, and probably a proof of residency, and that should fulfill your application. But you might want to talk to them about it. So this will be the time for you to come out there and apply for it because I know a lot of kids are interested in it.
Good deal. And I know I've wrote a lot of recommendation letters for some of the people that went through um, summer youth. You know, they're going to colleges now, and some of them are even. I'm like, man, I've been here that long,
Hmm.
but it's a good networking, and they get to see all sorts of different opportunities, working for the tribe, or doing stuff with the tribe. And so, I always encourage folks if their kids are home during the summer, look at summer youth because there's always good opportunities there.
Yeah.
So, what else y'all got?
I'm going to be reaching out to the. I'm going to be reaching out to the high schools, and try to get with the students. I'm sorry, the seniors for before graduation, because sometimes college is not for everyone.
That's true.
So that way I can let them know about our program and how we can help them with their VOTEC if they choose to do that. And also, some of them get out of high school and then what if they start a job? What do they do?
Hmm.
So I can also talk about, like, hey, if you start a job, come see me because I can help you. So yeah,
And
we're
I
gonna do
know
that.
you've helped even students that went through summer youth for us, help them
Mhm.
out. Some going through our adult immersion
Mhm.
program, help
Yes.
them out. And so,
Yes.
if you have any questions, give them a call at 405-652-0195.
Yes.
We also have a there's also going to be the Native Alliance homeless people there. And so this is in Potawatomi County. However, with the rise in homelessness, Seminole tribal members rate the highest in Potawatomi County. So we've been partnering with them to see how we can help them. Sometimes we provide food. They'll serve food over there, and we'll buy stuff for them. Or they have usually monthly meetings, so they'll be set up there. Okay, if you know anybody that's homeless, or they could probably give you some type of resources, so they'll be there to help with that also.
All right, good deal. Anything else y'all'd like to add?
No. Oh, wait, can I give a birthday shout
Yeah,
out?
yeah, yeah.
I want to give a birthday shout out to my niece, Aubrey Larney. She's a big 20 years old
Oh.
today. And then hello to my Uncle Lonnie, Cecil Larney, and my dad, Bill Larney.
So since we're talking about birthdays, also Grover Wynn, Rachel Jimboy, Miley Williams, June Fixico, Cora Archer, Matthew Smith, Keith Watts, and Glenn Ice, and Jen Hitchkadanita, Futchki Ojabasjay. And so, as a reminder, you can catch the rebroadcast of the radio show on the Facebook page, YouTube, and tribal website, sno-nsn.gov for the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma, every Wednesday around 8 p.m. If you have news or announcements you want to share on the community and events Facebook page, please email the communications staff at seminolemedia@gmail.com or call 405-652-7251. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, tune in every Tuesday at 11 a.m. right here on KWSH 97.7 FM or the legendary 1260 a.m. and streaming live on KWSHradio.com worldwide. Mado and Gia Jagathis.
Door prize, door prize.
Oh, there's door prizes. Mado.